Well, they certainly were better than us tonight. I don't think there's any question about that. Um, They have some very good athletes, and they played extremely well, kind of across the board. Uh, you know, we had tough matchups. Anderson's a tough matchup for almost anybody. Started off the game kind of shooting over the top, and they did a great job of finding a matchup that they felt they could exploit, and they made shots. So, I guess at this juncture you'd really be stupid to say they're not better than us. They beat us twice pretty soundly, and I think Steve's done a really good job with that group. They're good defensively. They're physical. They've got some really good players.
Might be surprised how much difficulty you have on offensive stretches of the game.
Well, yeah, but we had 4 starters go 4 for 21. That makes it tough on us. We've had that before when we've had a couple guys in that group not make any plays, and it puts a lot of pressure on everybody else. We're not passing the ball very cleanly right now. Ball is being held too long, and the passes that we are making are not helping our teammates. So as a result, we're not getting any kind of rhythm. We try to go into post, and half the time it's at our ankles, and we're not coming out of the post to a shooter, and so forth and so on. So we're not making the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the basket. And we've got to help each other out more. We've got to help each other be better players. UCLA's big. They're physical. And, it was hard. They load up on the ball side, and we catch the ball, and we're looking for our shot. And by the time we decide what we want to do, they've loaded up. So, yeah, we were struggling offensively without question.
Is your scouting report indicating you were having with someone who can go off like that?
Yeah, John. There's a lot of stuff in the scouting report that we didn't do a very good job of. He's a very good player, and Anderson's a very good player. There's no question about that. He just was in a rhythm, and he was getting through screens, and he just rising up and shooting it in. And I think obviously we can do a better job than that. The Wares, they've been shooting the ball very, very well, and we knew that. We knew that if you looked at the percentage that they've been shooting the ball really well if left open. So we tried to accommodate most of that stuff. We felt like the last time the way we played them wasn't very good in terms of switching everything, because they got matchups that they could exploit. But, we tried to fire the ball screen, but we didn't do a very good job of that. Anderson's so big, he passes out of those things. So, I would give UCLA credit. They played extremely well. Great confidence, very well prepared for what we wanted to try to do.
Are you worried about your team's confidence level? You've been playing pretty well, and all of a sudden you get smacked up. It's pretty bad.
Well, we've been up and down. We've played poorly at times, and we've played well at times. Oddly enough, we've sort of played poorly at home as compared to on the road, and I don't know what it is. We have a little bit of difficulty figuring out how to get ourselves ready to compete. And that's something we're trying to work on, and I don't know what the answer is, but it's just they seem to be uncomfortable with the idea that this is a big deal and get nervous and have to play. So we get ourselves in the hole, we make a mistake early, and then the next guy makes a mistake, and then the next guy makes a mistake, and the next thing you know, we've all made a mistake. It's just one play, but you're down 8, you're down 10, and it makes it difficult.
Was there any thought to putting Powers in maybe earlier to kind of shoot them out of the zone, or?
We didn't have a problem scoring against the zone. We really didn't. And truth of the matter is, the 2 freshmen were shooting the ball well. Jordan and Jabari shot it well. I don't think the zone was much of an issue. It was more more the man that we had problems with. You know, I mean, it seems like, I guess if you look statistically at the thing, Jeff would have been a likely guy against the zone, but I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily know where to put him defensively or what position to put him in. So, hindsight, they probably could have put anybody in.
What was UCLA doing defensively against Solomon? Anything specific that stood out to you?
Well, we didn't pass the ball very cleanly to him, for one. Half the time hit him in the ankles. And, you know, they were dropping in help. They were bringing in people and loading up on him. And so when he tried to move, there was probably 2 or 3 people surrounding him. And that's where we've got to be better coming back out with the ball, because there's got to be somebody open when the ball goes in and they double or triple, or I don't say double, triple, but they're bringing people in to help, and we're not doing a very good job of that.
What do you have to do, 5 games left? Are you playing numbers
No.
as far as what you have to do as a team
To do what?
before the conference tournament? And
Trying to finish in the top 4. I would probably say this game takes us out of the opportunity to win the league. Probably a long shot before, but it was, I think that's probably puts that to bed. But we're trying to finish top 4. I mean, we lost. It's unfortunate that Arizona doesn't have to play UCLA again. I mean, really, if you look at it, I mean, those teams appear to me to be the 2 best teams, and you know, they don't have. UCLA doesn't get a chance to get back at them, but we've just got to win as many games as we can, try to get in the top 4, and not spend a whole lot of time dwelling on this game. Although, you know, obviously as coaches, we're looking at the things that we didn't do that we have to do better, and it's not like we haven't seen it before.
Anything else? Did you expect them to push the pace as much as they did early on?
Yeah, if that's one thing that we talked about consistently was recovery. We said we got to have 4 people back because they run the wings, and you can't just go pick up your man. And early on, they really run. Their wings really run. And because they're pretty confident in either Anderson or the Ware twins' ability to rebound the ball, they don't worry much about it. I think the 2 wings just take off, and they go, and they're fast. And so now you're passing, and Anderson does as good a job as anybody in the country probably pass advancing. Now you're stuck one-on-one with a guy who's got a full head of steam, and we did get hurt with that early. But yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not too encouraged by anything right now. I mean, I'm not looking for silver linings. I'm looking for a basketball team that will compete and win. I don't, you know, not. I think we've got to figure out how to play better together. I mean, I think, you know, it's great if Jabari makes shots, and it's great if Jabari makes others better, and we just need to figure out a way to get everybody involved.
Mike, you may have mentioned Anderson a couple times, just the unique matchup problems he causes. You told me tonight that Jason Kidd, Cal guy, is one of his sort of the guys he looks up to in terms of pattern his game after someone. Does he remind you of anybody with such a unique skill set that you've coached or coached against?
Not Jason Kidd. They're totally different players. I actually, this will sound stupid, but there was a deal on television this afternoon, and Oscar Robertson was talking. I kind of looked and I said, you know, Anderson's a lot like Oscar in that Oscar wasn't very fast. He was very calculating, but he was big, could shoot over people, had a slow release, rebounded the ball. I know that's a bizarre comparison, but it was if you think about it, the way Oscar played, that's, you know, kind of how Anderson plays. I'm sure Anderson didn't watch a lot of Oscar when he was growing up, but that's the first thing I thought about looking at. I said, you know, that's kind of like who he's like. He backs you down, he's big, he shoots over the top with that shot. So, there's no question you would admire Jason Kidd for just all the things he's accomplished, but they're totally different types of players.